Hi, I'm Davide Carvalho, and these are your highlights for the final round of the Virtual World Series by Renault here at Sonoma. Hello and welcome back to the Virtual World Series by Renault. This is race 1 of the final round of the season here. Hani El-Sabti claimed pole position in qualifying. The final pole position of the season. Just behind him is the man who's in 3rd position and in with a shot at the title, Christian Michel. Just behind him, Tomasz 4th, and then the reigning champion Jimmy Hughes in 5th position. For this race, the drivers have opted for a standing start as opposed to the rolling start procedures in which we saw in previous rounds. So it's going to make things a little bit interesting as they round the final corner to take up their positions on the grid and wait for the start lights to come on. Now, Hani El-Sabti's got his lights on. He did mention that it was slightly dark for him, so we'll see if that has any effect on his race. But we've now got the lights coming on. And we're away for race 1. Hani El-Sabti not getting a particularly good start off the line there. Christian Michel immediately capitalizing on that. Oh, and there's contact there between Kreisman and El-Sabti. Kreisman and El-Sabti making contact. Davidovic unable to move out of the way there or get around him cleanly and unfortunately making contact. But El-Sabti making contact with Kreisman in turn 1. And well, he's managed to keep it up behind those top 4 guys, Jimmy Hughes, 4th, and Christian Michel. Now, Hani El-Sabti is leading the championship right now. He was leading coming into race 1. Jimmy Hughes hot on his heels with 6 points just behind him, and Christian Michel around 16 points, if I'm not mistaken, in 3rd position. Oh, and Hani El-Sabti getting his braking point very, very wrong and almost taking out his teammate Jimmy Hughes. Oh, that could have been a really, really messy ending to his race here and presumably to his title contention. Oh, Hughes having a very big moment there coming out of turn 2. Oh, some brilliant two-wheel action now from Hughes, trying to find a way around 4th. He definitely wants to keep his title and become the first reigning champion in the Virtual World Series by Renault. See them now heading towards the end of Sector 2 here at Sonoma. Henrik Lek now with Davidovic right on his tail. Davidovic started right from the back. We'll see if he can make a move up on Lek. Oh, he thinks better of it and doesn't want to cause an incident, backs out of it, and I think he's just going to try and follow Lek for the next couple of corners. Maybe he'll try and pull a move here into turn 1. As we see Hughes getting close to the back of 4th again. 4th with a slight advantage on Hughes. See if Hughes has anything to say about this in the coming laps. El-Sabti still trailing behind them slightly. Clearly not adapting to the slightly darker conditions for the race. Oh, he gets it really wrong and misses the apex a bit. Now Davidovic and Henrik Lek still going at it. Davidovic trying to close the gap yet again. Coming into the... Oh, Lek's gone off. Lek has gone... Lek's hit the wall. Lek has hit the wall. And that's ended his race. He's missing a front left wheel. And unfortunately, that's the end of Lek's race here. See what he can do in race 2 to try and consolidate for that. But unfortunately, out of race 1, Henrik Lek. So we see the gap between Christian Michel and Tomasz Foth, as well as Jimmy Hughes there. A massive gap from Christian Michel to the guys behind him. Doing a brilliant job and keeping it out in front there. And of course, Christian Michel, if he finishes in front of Hughes and Al Sabti, as well as gets a fastest lap in both races, he will become the new Virtual World Series by Renault champion. But this man, Hani Al Sabti, currently leading the championship. We'll see if he can close down the gap, or if he can do anything to have a say about... No! Hani Al Sabti's gone off! Hani Al Sabti's gone off and he's smashed into the tyre wall. That's ended Hani Al Sabti's race, and, well, that must have ended his title contention. That must have ended his chances at winning the title. What an upset. Hani Al Sabti out in race 1 in the final round of the Virtual World Series by Renault there. Looks as though he just dropped a wheel on the dirt and, well, collected the wall, obviously. And unfortunately, these cars are really, really delicate. And a heavy impact like that would end your race. So we're now viewing the back of Foth's car from Jimmy Hughes. And Foth got a slight advantage on him again. Now I wonder if any team, if there's going to be any team orders, or if they're going to be working together to try and allow Jimmy to get past Foth in order to maybe gain a few points in the championship. Hughes now, of course, that Al Sabti hasn't finished the race. That then means that Hughes will overtake Hani Al Sabti in the championship. Oh, Davidovich with a brilliant move around the outside on Eddie Holmgren. Don't know how we missed that. We'll see if Holmgren can come back at him and try and reclaim that position. But as I was saying, Jimmy Hughes is now leading the championship. If I'm not mistaken, if this is how things end in race 1, he will lead the championship by 6 points over Christian Michel. We'll now see Holmgren very close to the back of Davidovich. Can he make a move up here into the final corner here at Sonoma? Whoa, Davidovich getting it very wrong mid-corner. Holmgren doing a very good job at avoiding him. Davidovich obviously gaining a slight advantage as a result of that. But he's now got his teammate Henrik Lek to worry about. Does Eddie Holmgren getting very close to the back of him. We'll see if maybe they work together to try and close up the gap on Davidovich and subsequently try and reclaim those positions. Now looking at the back of Eddie Holmgren's car from Henrik Lek. Oh, I apologize. This is Magnus Dahlgren. Henrik Lek, of course, did have a DNF earlier on in the race. This is Eddie Holmgren that we are viewing from. Some nice onboard shots viewing the back of Holmgren. Can he make a move up? No, he backs out of it. Clearly they don't want to have an incident between each other. They want to get as much points as possible for the team. And they're going to work together to try and close up the gap on Davidovich and take that position. Davidovich doing a very, very good job at staying ahead of these guys. And these guys have done a really, really good job. Very consistent finishes. And, well, we'll see if Holmgren can make a move. He looks as though he wants to try something up the inside of his teammate Eddie Holmgren. He doesn't make it stick. Or he wasn't close enough to make a move, but he has closed right up onto the back of him. We'll see. I think Holmgren's trying to let Dahlgren go through, and we'll see if maybe Dahlgren can lead the way past Davidovich. It does look as though Holmgren's letting him by. And he has done. He has done. Has Holmgren got a problem? Because he's dropped way off there. Oh, one of the team markers has just gone off. Oh, and has a brush with the wall there. I think that was Ruby Martins that's gone off. Oh, he's gone off yet again. Not ideal for these two Team R boys who are also trying to get maximum points for each other and trying to gain some positions for Team Mar in the Teams Championship. But wow, look at this. Magnus Dahlgren right on the back of Davidovich. He's really closed the gap now. Eddie Holgren just behind him as Dahlgren glances back into his mirrors. And we'll see if he can... oh, sorry, Holgren has dropped back a bit out of the final corner. But Dahlgren is right on the back of Davidovich. We'll see if he can do anything. Whoa, Davidovich, some brilliant two-wheel action into turn 2. Now, has that allowed Dahlgren to close up even more? It does seem as though that's the case. Wow, Dahlgren getting really, really close to the back of Davidovich. But Davidovich is obviously a really, really good defender, as we've seen previously throughout the season. He is a race winner this season. But this man, Christian Michel, coming through the final sector now, heading down towards the final corner, dominated this race 1 in the final round of the Virtual World Series by Renault Season 3. He now claims second position in the championship, just 6 points behind Jimmy Hughes. Congratulations, Christian Michel, race winner at race 1, the final round of the Virtual World Series by Renault. Comes across the line to claim the win. Second position is Tomasz Foth, who did not let Jimmy Hughes get past him. In fact, Jimmy Hughes has dropped way down behind Tomasz Foth. Miroslav Davidovich finishing a strong 4th position after starting from right at the back of the grid after not taking part in qualifying. Magnus Dahlgren 5th, Eddie Holgren 6th, 7th Simon Kreisman, 8th Damon Patel, 9th Rui Martins, 10th Franklin Stejink, and unfortunately a DNF for Hani El Sabti. Hello and welcome back to the final race of the season here. Yet another standing start and the lights are on. Christian Michel in pole position. He gets a great start off the line. Tomasz Foth gets one as well. Hani El Sabti in the background seems to have gotten a much better start. But no, there's contact between a Team Mar car. 2 Team Mar cars sandwiching Hani El Sabti. Oh, and there was another CDR Motorsports car turned around. Oh, it was not Christian Michel, who now effectively is the leader of the championship since he's ahead of Hughes. And he did claim a fastest lap in the previous race. We now see Hughes getting right on the back of Christian Michel. This is going to be an epic battle for the championship. It's coming right down to the wire here. Not something that we expected after seeing Hani El Sabti dominate most of the season. But it really is a great ending. Look at how close Jimmy Hughes is to the back of Christian Michel. He's really, really keen to get this win. Really keen to become the first reigning champion here in the Virtual World Series by Renault. The first back-to-back title winner in the Virtual World Series by Renault. But he's also got Tomasz Foth and the likes of Miroslav Davidovich behind him, who are 2 extremely fast and competitive racers. And just behind them is Eddie Holgren and Magnus Dahlgren in the other ME racing cars. Hughes right on the back of Christian Michel now heading into the final sector. Can he make a move coming into the final corner? It looks as though he's trying to set something up. Oh, he's right on the back bumper of Christian Michel. Christian Michel goes defensive into the final corner. Can Hughes outbrake him? It looks as though he has. With Christian Michel just dictating the pace throughout the corner. That's allowed Tomasz Foth to close right up onto this battle. Hughes could not get the undercut done. Brilliant defending from Christian Michel. Really, really clever driving, trying to keep his championship rival behind him. We're now watching Davidovich and Holgren. Davidovich squeezing Holgren off the track, and oh, there's contact and they're both off. That must have ended Davidovich's race. It seems as though Holgren's getting going again. But Davidovich is out of race 2. Here's an instant replay. Davidovich moves across to cover the line. Holgren goes off track, and well, that looked like some silly stuff between those two. That did not look like some respectful driving between those two, to be honest. But now Jimmy Hughes still right on the back of Christian Michel. We'll see if he can do anything about it. Whoa! Hani El Sabti. Something must have gone wrong because he's now got Dahlgren all over the back of him. Now Hani, well, he's actually up into 4th position, is Hani El Sabti. Now that Davidovich is out of the race, Hani El Sabti, coming from way back from 10th, now up in 4th position. So he's clearly trying to make a charge to try and get up as high as possible in the standings. We're now viewing from Jose Almeida trying to get around Eddie Holgren, who just had an incident with Davidovic. Now, Jose Almeida is the highest placed independent. He's the only independent within the top 10 positions in the championship. So congratulations to him, not having a team around him and still able to put down some brilliant results, or come away with some brilliant results in almost every single round. But now the battle of the front seems as though Hughes has dropped off a slight bit from Christian Michel. Maybe his tyres just not working with him as well as they were earlier on in the race, because he's also now got his teammate Tomasz Foth right on the back of him, and Hani El Sabti lurking around in the background should come through pretty soon. He has been pretty quick so far. And this group has completely dropped anyone below the top 5. Still anyone's game though for the championship. Even this man, Hani El Sabti, can win. Oh, never mind. He's just gone off. Can he keep it out of the wall? Yes, he does. And just behind him, Dahlgren's gone and made the exact same mistake. Hani El Sabti very... Oh, Dahlgren's managed to spin around. How has he managed to do that? Oh, you'd swear that the track surface is wet or something. That did not look normal. But now, Jose Almeida trying to get up the inside of Eddie Holgren, coming into the final sector. Whoa, we got squeezed off slightly there. Holgren getting a little bit almost over-defensive. It was a legal move, which he did. You're allowed to park it up the middle there to cover the line, as long as you don't move across. Oh, Hughes has had a slight moment coming into the final corner now. And that's allowed Tomasz Foth to try and make an overtake. I think he's going to let Foth take the lead here so that they can try and close the gap up on Christian Michel. Jimmy Hughes now clearly, you know, something needs to be done in order to try and get him around his championship rival. Holgren again, similar to what Hughes did, a moment coming into the final corner, and that's allowed Jose Almeida to try and make a move right up the inside. Do they bang doors? No, they do not. Brilliant move by Jose Almeida to get around the Emmy racing car of Eddie Holgren. And Holgren's dropping back slightly. Clearly, he must have some damage after that collision with Davidovic, ending Davidovic's race, unfortunately. But now, Jimmy Hughes, Tomasz Foth, and Hani El Sabti charging down the leader Christian Michel, who is absolutely dominating this round, the final round of the Virtual World Series by Renault. Clearly he wants this championship title. He's also been a very consistent finisher, high up in the order in almost every single race. But Hani El Sabti's done a brilliant job at getting from 10th to 4th. He's been able to stick with this front group, and if he can get around them, I'm pretty sure he'll still be able to claim a podium position in the championship standings. But as things stand, Christian Michel will be the winner of this season. Jimmy Hughes will finish second, just a mere 6 points behind Christian Michel. That's if Michel gets the fastest lap of the race. Well, Sabti going right up the inside of Hughes. So Hughes has dropped yet another position, and that's not going to be good for him in terms of the championship, because Hughes will need to finish at least second position in order to win the championship. Clearly there's no team orders, clearly there's no team favors, and Hughes is going to have to work hard in order to reclaim the title. But now what can he do? Right on the back of Hani El Sabti is Jimmy Hughes. They're trying to chase Tomasz Foth, who's trying to close the gap on Christian Michel, the leader of this race. And El Sabti now in a podium position in the final race of the season. He's also been a consistent finisher, consistently high up in the points. He's won the most races this season and claimed the most pole positions. Absolutely dominated the season up until Mid-Ohio, where unfortunately he had a couple of issues in the wet weather. Whoa, and he's banging doors with his teammate Tomasz Foth. I don't think he meant to do that. Oh, and he lets Foth go by again. I don't think he was meaning to do that. That was a very hard bang between those two in the final corner. And it's getting very, very late in the race now. If Hughes is to win the championship, these two guys need to let him by, or he needs to make a charge and get past them himself. Christian Michel at the moment looks to be the man to win the championship this season. We'll see if that is indeed the case. Hughes getting very close to the back of Hani El Sabti now. Whoa, but just further back We've now got Dahlgren and Holgren going at it again. Those two teammates. Whoa, Holgren having a slight moment. And it seemed as though that's scrubbed off a lot of his speed. Will he let his teammate past? Or are these two going to be fighting between each other for points and championship positions? Oh, Dahlgren going right around Holgren. Can he make it stick? No, he doesn't. Holgren holds the line and is able to fend off his teammate. Dahlgren trying everything to get around Holgren now. But Hani El-Sabti right on the back of Tomasz Foth. And this must be almost on the final lap now. El-Sabti getting... Oh, he's right next to Foth. Has he made the move stick? He's going to dictate the... Oh, no, he's not even going to have to dictate the pace because he's got through completely cleanly. Brilliant move, Hani El-Sabti. Can he close down on Christian Michel now in this final lap? Doesn't seem as though that was the case as we're now heading into the final sector. Christian Michel is going to round the final corner for the final time this season in the last race to claim the championship in the Virtual World Series by Renault Season 3. Christian Michel, your new champion for the Virtual World Series by Renault. Congratulations, dominated the final round. Wins the championship by just 6 points over Jimmy Hughes. Congratulations, Christian Michel. Hani El-Sabti, after a dominant season, finishes second. I think a podium position is consolidation for race 1. Tomasz Foth in third. Fourth, Jose Almeida. Jimmy Hughes finished fifth. Something must have gone wrong for him because he was far ahead of Almeida coming into the final sector. Magnus Dahlgren 6th, 7th Eddie Holgren, 8th Henrik Leck, 9th Damon Patel, and 10th is Rui Martins. Thank you all for watching this, the Virtual World Series by Renault Season 3 highlights from the final round here at Sonoma. You can catch up on all the action at www.racedepartment.com. Head over to the Virtual World Series by Renault dedicated forum. However, from me, Xavier De Carvalho, bye bye for now.